What's up, guys? It's Rob. Going to walk you through this match I had this past weekend, and we'll see how it goes. There's some highs, some lows, and some wobbly props. We start out on stage 6, which is a floating platform that you cannot stop the motion of the platform. And it is 3 targets, hit to move on, 4 shots each, at an IPSC at 888 yards. Let's just watch and see. I did have some wind in the gun. I didn't write it down, but I believe I had 2 tenths in. First shot, a little high, which we'll get to later on. Looks left there. Couldn't tell where that one went, and you know it's wobbly. I mean, you can't stay still. And during this match, you know, let me back up real quick. On this shot, I decided, well, why don't I try to aim at the bottom of the plate, you know, and maybe that might help. So I do that and connect with an impact. This is on this stage, if I could pull it up, I'm trying to get back to practice score here. Pull it up in a second. This stage, 2 people got 10 impacts out of 12. There were a few 9s, an 8, 5 7s, 3 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s. So very difficult match. And if you guys pause that video on that last IPSC target, I believe it's 3 tenths wide, which would make it, you know, not very big at 800 yards. Anyhow, stage number 7. This is the rooftop.
Cheater.
Have to build a single position and engage the IPSC array with 2 shots each, hit or miss. Then 2 shots at the 948 yard square and 2 shots at the 948 yard pig. The wind was a little switchy, but that's far from my problems. This prop's pretty stable. I centered up pretty good. Felt good about that impact. Zoom in just to get a little more resolution on what I'm doing. Impact that. So I feel like I have a good wind call. And today the wind is kind of head on. It went from, you know, maybe 11 to 1, but it kind of hovered around that 11:30 to 1:30 or 11:30 to 1:30, 12:30 kind of direction. So pretty much a head-on wind. Very switchy. You know, if you take a shot and you feel like it was a good shot and you missed, don't do like I do and take the same exact shot again. Do something different. I'm glutton for punishment, I guess. Now I decide to actually put more wind with the hold and actually hit, and I believe I hit a little left on that. And on this pig, I actually believe I needed 4 tenths more right. Even though I'm holding pretty much 2 tenths. Finished that stage with the 6 out of 10. And I still don't really have a good read on the wind or what's going on, but this stage here will clear it all up for me. I make a rookie mistake in the very beginning. I had my second yardage dialed in instead of my first, which you'll see it hits like 2 mils high. I fix it, go back to my 400 yard dope, and I just started using tripod rear, and I really like it. It's pretty stable. Lets you break good shots, even though these aren't the most stable shots. I think they're good shots, and you can see that was just like probably 4/10 over the top of the target. That one I believe was an edge hit. That's why you get that weird smoke. 4/10 over, 5/10 over, something like that. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, man, maybe this dope for this that range was wrong, so I switched to the next target, put in the dope for that, and you know, there's no background here, so you can't tell where you're missing. And of course, if I had to guess, it's high. Really questioning what's going on here, and I'm like, man, you know, I cleaned the gun for this match, went to the zero board in the morning, shot 2 10-round groups that were 4/10 low. So I adjusted, and I adjusted for 4/10, so raised it 4/10. Shot another 10-round group, money, and proceeded to shoot the match. But after this match, I went back to the zero board and shot some groups, and I was 4/10 high, right where I usually am. Back to where the zero's been on this gun since I've gotten it. Moved it back down to a perfect zero, and went to go shoot this next stage, which is the worst stage ever. We're shooting off these little T-posts that are not stable at all, and these targets are 4/10 wide, so about 7 inches at 500 yards. And yes, I could see that I'm way off left there, but this, it was I was already frustrated with the morning, how it's been going, and then I needed, at least something stable. So finally I get on a rock that's super stable, hit that one, and then I'm off the left edge on that shot. So still I don't have a wind call. And then here we go again, another wobbly T-post. And, on this one we have 5 positions, and it's just taking too much time. I think these posts are not the most stable at all. And if I have to go back and look, this stage, nobody cleaned this stage. The top scores were 4/8 on this stage, and then everyone, there's 5 or 6 people that either zeroed or got 1. I finally got a win call. This 4/10 right, and at least I got something going on now. I feel like the gun's shooting where it should now that I have a stable prop and a background to see what's going on downrange. This stage, I did not start the trigger cam, but
yeah, Dylan called it.
Hit 2 impacts right off the get-go. This one was pretty stable. I'm feeling good about the gun now.
Dylan called it, Rob. You good?
Just watching my trigger squeeze here. I do still need to slow way down on everything. Man, as soon as that buzzer goes off, we just lose our minds and we don't think anymore.
it down. You got a lot of time.
I didn't really like this stage either, just because of all the walking around the two cars. I mean, I felt like you flagged a lot of people along the way, and I didn't really pay attention until I watched this video back and saw it. So something, I don't know, maybe the match director should consider. I cleaned that stage, thankfully. The only stage I will clean today. This stairway, 2 shots at coyotes, 1 shot at the right coyote, 1 shot at the left coyote, hit or miss, 5 different positions. 641 yards are the targets. This stage wasn't bad, but underneath those stairs when you shoot, I mean, there's a big echo. It's like shooting in a Connex box almost. And most of these shots, I mean, I'm not stable. Look at my legs. My legs aren't even fully locked out. I mean, I'm just not stable at all. Just breaking shots just to break a shot. I don't know what I'm doing. Finally here I say, well, why don't I get on my knees and get a little more stable. Maybe take my time a little bit. And one thing I do know is, like, I'll get as stable as I can, break a shot, and then I'm just moving way too fast.
Wow.
Last position of this shot. Well, that's pretty stable. And guess what? You got a hit, Rob. That's... No, got another one. How about that?
Running, you said easy. Dude, I know. I was so excited. I wanted to get all the shots off.
This is the van stage. Super janky. We're barely hanging on the back of the van. Standing on some little cinder block deals, but troop line hit to move on. But this, you know, the first few shots, I mean, it's all me. I mean, I just missed. You know, I don't have my wind call. I don't have anything. I'm super stable. I mean, modified prone. I mean, but once again, I take the same exact shot twice in a row. I don't know, 3 times in a row till I actually do something about it. Finally move over to the left a little bit and hit the pig in the butt. Second pig, figure it out. Get 2 impacts on that. I'm supposed to move to the cougar, but some reason this rabbit wanted to get shot, and I could not see this rabbit. I couldn't even see it whenever I was glassing in my binoculars. So I'm just shooting at what I think is a rabbit. Terrible target. I mean, it's bladed somewhat, and I'm not even in the right order. I'm just hit it that time. As you can see, it's totally bladed. Then I hear my squad say, "Oh, you're shooting at the wrong target." So I go to what I'm supposed to shoot, and I'm out of bullets by then. That was that. The last stage of the day is coming up, and this is pretty straightforward. 12 rounder. Shoot in different windows, 4 different windows, 3 shots each window. And you know, 3 at the big popper. Then you move, shoot the popper, the circle, the popper, move, shoot the, you know, just in that order, and then you end up with 3 at the big popper. You know, I felt like I was really gonna do well on this stage. I felt stable, felt like I figured it out what to do, and going through the motions. So here's the big popper, back to the circle, and then back to the big popper. Halfway home. Popper, circle, popper. Then the wheels fall off, which is totally hilarious too, because tripod just gives way, and I mean it's like a disaster. I should have taken my time, but it's run out of time anyway. I just decide this is no way in the world is that gonna ever work like that. But anywho, decent match. Finished mid-pack, which not happy with. But yeah, that was the match. Don't know I'll be back to Walker County unless they stable up some things and figure it out. But anyway, had a good time. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.